We have a bro here who asks, should I wait for her to initiate the next date? So he's 28, she's 26, which is, yeah, you see that age range a lot when it comes to dating. I think that's like a good difference there. You know, a 2 year difference. The guy's a bit older. I see that working out a lot for many relationships out there. My relationship, there's a 3 year age difference and it's working out great. So that's a good start. He says, throw away because my main account has too many local subs. Okay. Met her on Hinge. We live approximately 1 hour from each other. First day I drove to her, spent 4 hours together chatting and hanging out in town. I think 1 hour away is fine. Anything more than that is too much. Depends if you. Oh, it says he drove there. So, okay. A drive of an hour is okay, but you've got to think about long term is would you be willing to go an hour there, hour back every time you meet her? So maybe that's a bit too much. I think the perfect amount is probably like 30 minutes. But as long as that doesn't affect you too much, it's fine, especially if it goes really well. I'm sure you'll move in together after about a year and a half to 2 years. And they met on Hinge. Hinge is probably the best dating app out there. No dating app is perfect. Like 80% to 90% of people you're going to meet on there, depend either gender, they're going to be bad news, going to be full of red flags and not high quality. But Hinge, you got a better opportunity than Tinder and Bumble and that. So first day I drove there, spent 4 hours together chatting and hanging out in town. Second date was the week after, and she drove to me. Wow, that's a good sign. So it shows that she respects your time and she's willing to drive to you. So obviously the first date went very well. So good job, dude. Another 5 hours, great afternoon activities. Already, I'm a bit worried he hasn't mentioned that they kissed each other. As Coach Corey Wayne says, you know, you should be kissing on the first date because it shows if the girl likes you. If she gives you the cheek, then she's probably has a lot of rules she's following, and she's probably just not that into you. Because think about it, if Jason Momoa or I don't know Zac Efron went for the kiss on the first date, she's gonna kiss the guy back. So if she doesn't kiss you back, then obviously she doesn't see you as her best, and you're wasting your time. Um, and these dates are quite long. So we've got 4 hours, 5 hours. He says great afternoon activities. What does that even mean? Like you should be kind of going for dates in the evening, maybe like a nice jazz bar or something a bit more dimly lit, and there's a sofa we can be close to each other. When he says great afternoon of activities, I'm thinking of like I don't know the arcade or mini golf and doing lots of childish types of activities, which are fun, but at the end of the day, you should be, sitting close together, something a bit more romantic setting to set the mood. Um, Especially at your age range, like, come on, bro, grow up a little bit and kind of make a physical move on her. But they left a week between dates. I like that. It's not like they went on the first date and he's like telling her, "Oh yeah, we've got to meet again in 2 3 days time. Like I have to see you." I think a week's good. Adds a bit of mystery, adds a bit of anticipation. So that's good so far. Due to 4th of July and work obligations, the third date happened a month later. I drove to her and we had dinner at a nice place chatting for 2 hours. I think a dinner date's fine for a third date. If it was on a first date, I'd be like, bro, you don't even know her. You might realise you don't like her after the first starter, and then you're stuck with her for like another two more courses. But again, lots of chatting. Dinner's fine on a third date, but like, what happened after that? Did you go in for the kiss? Did you get physical, or you just giving like friend foodie vibes? Due to the weather and being a weekday night, there wasn't arrangements after. Again, like weeknight dates are great, but you're an hour away from each other and an hour back, which yeah makes weekdays meeting each other just impossible. And imagine if this turned into a relationship, would you only meet over the weekends? That just doesn't work. So you're on Hinge, you can do your radius, do a smaller radius, bro. Like why are you matching with someone an hour away from you? It's not valid, and especially given you're so far away from each other, you should be making these opportunities worthwhile and be going in for the kiss and moving to something more physical instead of just being a friendship vibe. This guy's making a lot of mistakes. He said due to weather. Like if you really like someone, you don't care about the weather. Like you'd be just be making out in the car with the windscreen wipers on. Like, okay, he seems a bit structured. This guy doesn't quite know what he's doing. At the end, I told her I was planning to go for a day trip with her on the weekends, but since her weekends wouldn't be open recently due to her job, we could do it later. In the meantime, we could just hang out. So yeah, she's working on the weekends as well. So how are you finding time to meet this girl? It just seems like it's an absolute ball ache given the distance. Um, and meeting her like right after work, she's gonna be tired. She's gonna be sweaty. There's not gonna be a lot of time together. Just the logistics here just doesn't really seem to work. You should be dating someone who's closer to you and is more available to see you. Um, and there's a ton of girls out there who have their weekends off. She said her weekend schedule was more like a seasonal thing and she should be better after August or sometime. So when was this posted? 23 days ago. So I'm guessing that means she has to wait. He has to wait like a month until her schedule opens up a bit. Um, and what is she? She's 26. She's what? She got like some weekend seasonal job. That seems a bit odd. Maybe she does. It just seems like something you'd have like around your college age, where you need like a summer job. It doesn't seem like she has a fixed 9 to 5 job. She could be lying to him. Maybe she does have the weekends free. Um, he says, I asked Gemini, oh my god, and after 30 prompts, it insists that I should wait for her to initiate the next day. Hey, Gemini knows game. God, AI is going to be taking over dating coaches. I don't know what's the right move here, so would like to hear what actual humans have for me. Um, you should wait for her to contact you, but if you've contacted her and she hasn't replied, then you should never double text. Coach Corey Wayne says, doesn't he? Again, like if you hit the ball over the net in tennis, you wait for that person to knock it back over, and if she hasn't done that, then hey, you walk away with your bat and you're not playing the game anymore. You know, it's the decision's up to her. But she hasn't given me that point of view. But you have said to her, look, this is the day I can do. I think we should meet then. And she says, hey, I'm busy. I've got lots of work schedule. I would have ended it say, hey, that's completely fine. How about you message me when things free up and then we'll plan a date? Because you don't want to be just like texting and having phone calls back and forth because you're just becoming a bit of a pen pal and there's just no physical or sexual interaction or chemistry being built there. Because in this whole message, he hasn't said anything about going in for the kiss here. So it's just giving friendship vibes. And look, if she really liked this guy, she'd be going fighting tooth and nail to set up plans with this guy. Like she'd find time for a Zac Efron, but he's no Zac Efron. He's just an average guy who hasn't made the move and has not shown a lot of confidence or experience. She's picking that up, and she's probably finding time for another guy on the side that he doesn't know about. So yeah, I think this is just wait for her to message you, but in the meantime, I'd still be on the apps finding someone who's much closer to you than an hour away. Anyway, that's all, guys. Cheers. See ya.